All right, girl. You're the last interview before we start the next step. So if you put that card on that printer, you'll be good.
Okay. So I can go whenever?
Yep.
I'm going to sit here and think about my answers.
Yeah.
Hi, everybody. This is the first time I've done something like this. But, okay. I have 5 questions. I'm Addison, by the way. If y'all didn't know that, I'm Addison Griffin.
So this question is, what is your favorite thing about Addison? And there's many qualities that I love about Addison, and I think one of my favorite things about Addison is that she just, anytime I encounter Addison or I'm around her, she just makes me feel very special. And it's like when I'm talking to her, I feel like it's just me and her, and she makes me feel seen. Like when I go to her about anything, or she'll just be like, hey, Brianna, and just like ask me how I am, or just ask me how my day is, and it just makes me feel very seen and special and just very loved. And she just gives a really good positive energy, uplifting, and just very caring, because I know that she always asks just anything about me or whatever's going on, and I just really appreciate that about her.
Why was the first person not successful? We don't really know why. He had all the resources. He had all of the intelligence. But there was something in him that was not driven. That there are 6 returning people on the senior P-Law team. One of them is unable to compete. And so we are looking at who will replace JJ on the senior team. And so looking at our card, I know this is kind of going off topic, but looking at our card, we have amend, limit, suspend, parliamentary inquiry, and recess. We had to come up with 5 motions that are extras for our team. What would the extra?
My favorite thing about Addison is that she's always unapologetically herself, and she's always honest. And I really value that, because I would rather somebody be honest with me than lie to me or be fake to me, and I like that. I think that she's really good at even, telling the truth even when it's not, or not necessarily the truth, but just telling it how it is even when it's not the best. And I think it's good to have someone who will admit their faults and admit, mistakes and things, and I think that she does that, and I value that.
It's the first week.
You can withdraw.
What
We have
about
to have an appeal.
commit or
Or
refer?
not.
Can you commit or refer anything?
Yeah,
That's amazing.
you could, you
For
could
this
divide it,
one,
you could do division of the
anything.
question
Yeah.
and fill it.
For this one, the person who has recess can withdraw it.
Yeah.
And they can get both theirs.
Rules is, what is our go-to suspend the rule?
Our chapter
JJ should know. She
number
likes this. You
five.
always
Something
pass
stepped
suspend the
out.
rules. You always pass.
Yes.
I'm always stepping.
You're always on the phone.
It's when, and I also just appreciate her unwavering kindness and just her sense of humor. I really like her sense of humor, because when I get picked on, I feel loved, which is a really weird thing, but she picks on me, and so she makes me feel like one of her good friends when she picks on me.
But if
When
you
was
fail
there-
it and then nobody stands up to debate, then you look dumb.
We passed it at one point, and we did the same thing.
Yeah, we did.
Maybe it
We
was
did
2 years
that.
ago. We passed it our sophomore year, and nobody stood up. It was at that meeting, because I remember it. No, we were so nervous, but I think we passed it.
Hold on, I want recess.
Somebody who's good at amends.
I want to suspend the rules.
Madam Chairman, as the previous speaker said, we simply do not have enough people to host this big of a leadership conference. Please vote against this motion.
But I'd say maybe one thing about her is just about how genuine and real she is. I feel like in every conversation I have with her, she's always willing to tell me the truth or just flat out say what she means. And I really appreciate that in a person, because I feel like it allows you to connect with them in that way. And
she sees me for who I am, and we just connect and relate on a lot of things. And I can really appreciate that in her because I think she seeks that out in other people. And that gives her the opportunity to connect with others. And I think that's such an important characteristic to have because it forever makes you, I guess, an open book to others, but also someone that people can turn to because they see you for who you are and they know that you'll forever be there for them.
If you have a competition that's way far off, it would be like maybe the animals would get sick or something if they were too uncomfortable.
I'm strong in this situation.
That's a good. Oh, yes.
I would say my favorite thing about Addison is that you're really comfortable around her. I feel like I could tell Addison anything. She's like if she's not your best friend, she'll make you feel like she's your best friend. You can tell her anything, and she's always relatable or makes you feel comfortable about it. And that's just how I really feel around Addison. She's one of my favorite people. I don't think I've ever told her that, but I really enjoy being around Addison just because she's so comfortable.